Hi Capricorn, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to your March 2024 career tarot reading. This is where we're going to look at your career, your job, your lifestyle around money, whether it's you building wealth, you getting out of debt, you trying to find a new career. This could be you entering into retirement. Whatever phase this is for you, Capricorn, this is a really good time to get clear on those goals. March is eclipse season as we begin with this lunar eclipse here on March 25th in the sign of Libra. So don't be surprised if conversations around co-workers, boss, your relationship amongst colleagues could be really pivotal at this time. And since it is eclipse season, look back 6 months to October of 2023 and see where it is you have come in your career. Now we also have a Pisces new moon this month, which is really big. And this is the last month of all planets direct. So really great time to plant new seeds of intention. And I do think that many of us are going to see a huge shift once we get on the other side of eclipse season. Okay, so let's get right into it, Capricorn. You start off this first week of March with the Queen of Swords in reverse, as well as the Three of Swords. Second week of March finds you with the Devil. This is you coming into your own reading in reverse, as well as the Ace of Swords, some type of clarity, hopefully coming in there that second week of March. Third week finds you with the King of Wands, as well as the Seven of Cups, lots of options being presented to you. And you round out the month with the Nine of Swords and the Hanged One, major arcana as well. So you have the Devil and the Hanged One as like your major arcanas here. Lots of sword energy as well. So interesting to see all of that sword energy. So this could be a very heavy kind of mental thinking through a lot of options this month, Capricorn. Let's go ahead and pull a card that's going to represent where you have come in your career since that last eclipse season, since October of 2023. Where is it that you are looking to possibly move on from here now that we are in March, okay? And you have the Page of Cups. So some of you have been working on where is it that you're emotionally possibly tied to other people. You've been waiting for some type of emotional engagement amongst you and maybe fellow colleagues, or you and your boss, or this is you just trying to find more emotional healing and more new information coming in around how you can feel good about where you're at. And I do think, Capricorn, that many of you all are going to be going through this phase here at this eclipse time where you're like weighing whether where you are at is still satisfying and emotionally fulfilling, or if you are either ready to leave or possibly ascend into a higher position of where you're at. So definitely that's been on your mind for these last 6 months, Capricorn. Definitely keep that in mind as you enter into March and into this career sector of your life, okay? Now we're going to pull a Moonology card, which is all the lunation cycle cards. These are oracle cards to give you an extra message here for you. And you have the gibbous moon. You're very close to achieving your goal. That is so on point for you all, Capricorn, because I do feel like since Pluto has been in your sign over the last 20 years or so, I do think many of you all have been so close to achieving your goals, but almost missing it, or just feeling like you haven't been able to reach where you would like to go. And I do think in this March time, be prepared for some major movement where it comes to you realizing, almost like a light bulb going off, oh, I am actually closer to my goals than what I thought. I thought I was really trying to achieve this, but in reality, I don't want that at all. I'm ready to move on to something more fulfilling. Maybe some of you are leaving a 9-to-5 to start your own business. Whatever it is, you are so close to achieving your goal. So really good to see. So Capricorn, do take a look at the description below, it will highlight many of all the dates. And I just wanted to take a look at your month as a whole before we go week by week. One thing that I do notice, and I had already mentioned, is you have a lot of sword energy, and many of the swords are worriment or concern over where you're at, your status in life, the goals with the Devil card, you coming in. These first few weeks of the month, pay attention to where your mind is at, where your dreams are at, where your intuitive thought is. There is this Ace of Swords, Queen, and Three of Swords, that there is this power play in your mind amongst what it is that you want versus what you think you deserve or what you think you're ready for. And I do think by the time you move into the latter part of March, when we get into that eclipse season, there definitely, or this eclipse, actually eclipse time, there is this kind of challenging way that you're thinking about life because you've been worried so long and you have so many options, that I do think that your challenge this month, Capricorn, is going to be able to pick a few things, stick with those things, plant those seeds, and then move on, okay? That to me is going to be your biggest challenge. And I do think that that first week of March with this Queen of Swords in reverse and Three of Swords, some of you have been hurt by some conversations or the way that some things have gone down at work or in your career life. It does feel like as we start the month with that Mars squaring Uranus on March 9th, with that Aquarius and Taurus fixed tension, there could be some of that here with just some tension, not feeling really great about your role. And I do think that once Mercury enters into Aries on the 9th, I do think that this could help you. I do think that some of that Aries energy could bring back some of that oomph to your spirit. And I do think that this Queen of Swords and Three of Swords could also be an old boss or someone who comes into the picture that you're not really too keen on having conversations with. But I do think that by the time you get to this second week of March, many of you are going to have like an epiphany or an awakening, some type of realization that you are good enough and that your goals maybe have been a little unrealistic. And I think you're forming new goals here in March. I do think that that Pisces new moon on the 10th, perfect time to set those new intentions, perfect time for you to figure out where is it that I really want to go. Venus enters Pisces on the 11th, and then we have Mercury entering its pre-retrograde shadow in Aries on the 18th. So just be prepared for some type of awakening, new insight. I think that you're going to feel a lot better about yourself once you can get on the other side of some of that like feeling sorry for yourself energy with that Capricorn energy, okay? Once we get to the third week of the month, this is when we have the spring equinox, when the sun enters Aries on the 19th and Mercury conjunct the North Node in Aries. Okay, excuse me. Mars enters Pisces on the 22nd. When Mars enters Pisces, there is this almost like you have too many cooks in the kitchen, too many options, too many conversations going on. Someone is going to approach you with some better option than what you are currently doing, Capricorn. Make sure that everything is checked out, meaning don't just rush into anything without actually looking, making sure this person is legit or making sure this job maybe that they're offering is legit. It just feels like you have so many options and you're so ready to leave that I don't want you to just jump out of one hot pan into another, okay? Make sure that whatever it is that you're contemplating actually is worth it, okay? Now, by the time you end the month, this is that big week of March when we do have Mars entering Pisces on the 22nd, and then we have that lunar eclipse full moon in Libra on the 25th. Some of you have been really worried about all of this newness, or maybe you having to make a decision after we had that Seven of Cups. Some of you have looking at life in a different way by the time you get to that eclipse. Take some time for yourself, Capricorn. Take your take your time, okay? Do not rush into anything without really mulling it through. I think that this hang one in the upright is reminding you need to look at things in a different light. You have had a habit of being majorly concerned over things that you cannot control, and Spirit wants to remind you that you just need to look at it from a different vantage point and realize you might be in a better position than you realize, okay? So just remember throughout this month, Capricorn, you're very close to achieving your goal. You just need to stick with that and move through some of this energy. I do think that mentally March could be very taxing on you. So really make sure you take care of your health and pay attention to how you are feeling throughout the month so that when you get on the other side of eclipse season, you are rearing to go and ready to hit those goals. So I'm so excited to hear how March goes for you. Drop me a comment below, Capricorn. I also do personal tarot readings. If you're interested, I'll leave the link below. All right, you all have a great March, and I'll talk to you later.